It's always embarrassing when you do that. Always a little bit embarrassing. We just send the announcement in, boys. Let me know what pairs we're looking at, man. Got Diesel. Do you wanna get rates? 'Cause you can't get rates. We quickly send the announcement in, boys. So I'm still fucking banned on TikTok, so we're only live on here today. I'm also looking long today. Yeah, man. Let me know what you boys are looking at. Let me know what you boys are looking at. Let me put something on the Insta. Do. Oh, mate. Let me quickly put the thing on the story. Let me do this fucking link. Wow. For fuck's sake. Yeah, boys, let me know what pairs we're looking at. Let me know what pairs you man are trying to trade today. Let me know what you're seeing in these markets. And we'll try to catch a trade. I was trying to get along up to the age of high, but nothing ended up coming to tap us in. But yeah, boys, let me know what you man are looking at. Alright, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Put this chair is very stiff now. It's got like a stiffness to it. Alright. Let me wait for a few more men to get in here. See what you man are looking at. You want to long? Only up to the Asia high. Again, similar place to where we really was yesterday. On EU GU for me is that I want us to retrace up to here to then sell off. Obviously yesterday we didn't really get that, but we had a high and a low, and we wanted price to come into the premium to then sell. So same thing today really. If we get rid of this, basically want price to trade up into that and then have to sell off. So my bias initially would be buys, and then if we can tap into something like this fair value gap for example, then I'll be looking to jump back into sells. But yeah, the buy would have mainly have been, to be honest, up to the Asia high, just from a typical ALG. We had the IFEG. If we would have tapped in like that, then that's what we would have looked for. Yeah. But yeah, let me know. I haven't even really looked at JPY this morning. Okay, nice. We did get the sell-off that we wanted. Wow. Not being funny, but that fucking G. Ooh. I was obviously waiting for a close above. What time frame was this? It was 15 minute, wasn't it? Yeah. So we got to close above there. You would have been tapped back in here. Fucking hell. That would have been an absolute banger. Basically waiting for E to raid Asia high before I sell. Yeah. That's pretty similar to what I'm looking at as well. That was nice though yesterday, that JPY. JPY did exactly what we wanted, to be fair, like to the T. Swept the high just where this Newswick was into the fair value gap, and then got the nice sell-off. So we're looking to continue that sell-off and therefore buying the likes of UJ, GJ, EJ today. But yeah, morning Gavin, Garvin, morning Direct, football memories forever, what you saying? Crap, what you saying? Master, what you saying? Oh, what you saying, Phil? What you saying, Parmeet? Ad World, US Tech, what you saying? ADF World. A lot of new people in here today. What you saying, Parjeet? Or Parmeet? Tommy, what you saying? EUALG, yeah, bro. EUALG. EUALG, just no entry on that. Just no entry. We got the IFEG down here. But as soon as we got the IFEG, price just fucking ran. It only started to slow down once it had ran all the way up to here. So 20 pips, and then we started to slow down, which is kind of annoying. What are you looking to trade, Lou? Mainly EU, really. That's about it. EU buyers, longs on GU. Yeah, potentially longs on GU. GU's a bit similar to EU in the aspect where let me quickly make it like this. In the aspect where we're kind of already near enough at the Asia high. Well, I mean, we have swept it, but we didn't really come back to tap into anything. I'll draw on the equilibrium here, because this is what we're again trying to trade up into. But it just didn't really, it's just not really stopping. We got this big IFEG here. If we can come back into this, and then we can potentially look at a setup. But yeah, other than that, we basically need price to fucking start coming down a little bit so we can get tapped in. If not, then this price is just going to run away. We've got this fair value gap here, which looks nice. So maybe you could look for something like this. Stop loss on them lows. Maybe you could look for something like this. How much do we need price to come down for that? 10 pips. So it's not impossible that we come all the way down to that. What you saying? Wow, John F. Kennedy. What you saying, Sono? John F. Kennedy. What you saying? Troy, US. Parmeet. Harry. What you saying? Josh. Eric. What you saying? Look at AU. What you seeing on AU, bro? A lot of people saying GU, but where's your actual entries on GU? You want long this morning? Only up to this prior day 50% really, or the prior range 50%. Waiting for the minute 30 FEG on DXY to be inverted, then a retracement back, and I'll enter on EU. Fair play. Fucking hell, yeah, we're running. GU took Asia high plus gave confirmation on 5 min plus 1 hour bearish structure zone. What confirmation do I have on the 5 minute, bro? News in 2 minutes. Oh shit, yeah, of course. See how it goes. Do have news pretty much all day today. To be fair, this is the last bit of news for a while, till 1:30, but we obviously did have Euro and Pound news already this morning. I'll mark them when we had it, so 7 AM. To be fair, the news didn't do too much for the Pound at 7. That was where the news was. You can see we already taken out the Newswick high, and then for EU it was 8:30, which was that candle there. Yeah, so the news hasn't really done much so far. Even this news has just come through. This didn't really do much. Push us up to that high. Wow, sick. Okay. Well, that's that fucking trade gone. EU go up. Don't worry, it will sweep. STR once recent. Wait, what? Yeah, flying now. Absolutely flying. Hopefully we can fly up to a decent POI. EU obviously might be able to get an entry on EU. It's going to be fucking pretty difficult though. It's going to be pretty difficult though. Alright, let's have a look again. I don't think we're going to come all the way back down to that to then go higher. We do have a fair value gap here. So again, this could really be your level to re-enter, although it's not a great level again, really, to be honest. It's just the fact that... Oh, hang on. It's just the fact that the only other fair value gap's all the way down here. And bear in mind, we only want it to go up to then come down. It's not like we're going to come all the way down to come all the way back up to then come all the way down. It's just a bit... It might happen, but it's just a bit ridiculous. There's more chance that we move down a little bit and then just continue higher. There may be that one more time, and then we have a big move down. So that would probably be my EU trade. It'd be interesting to see as well if people are looking to sell off of this. It'd be interesting to see if anyone's selling off this. Is anyone looking to sell off that? Oh. Anyone looking to sell off that? USD JPY. JPY basket tap 4-hour order block. I wouldn't care about that. Definitely be bearish on this, without a shadow of a doubt. We wanted confirmation in the last few days that the trend's wanting to resume, and that's exactly what we've got. So JPYs, to be fair, could be really nice. You can see what we've really seen in these last few days. Again, so if you've seen my most recent vid, where are we? What was I actually gonna? Oh yeah. So if you've seen my recent vid, then on the yen basket previously, this was the value that we was trying to catch. So from here down to here, and then obviously that is what happened. We've got that sell off. But that is the value we're trying to catch, which has obviously now happened. And if you see that, just that move there was enough for this massive JPY trade. It was like 100 plus pips. You haven't probably seen this trade, but yeah, that trade there, this one, and it's basically the exact same point. So all we need is this little drop from here to here, this move here, and we should be able to juice this. We really should be able to juice this. But I just want to show you, man, what happened in the last few days, because it was really nice. So first of all, we tapped into this order block. Price sort of stalled around. We then had this CRT where we swept this candle's high, so we had this candle's low to trade into. Then that was then completed on Wednesday. So that was all done on Wednesday. And then Thursday, which is obviously yesterday, we had a bit of an indecision candle, but played out basically what we wanted in the end. So this is where we was after the completion of that CRT yesterday. We had that CRT was completed here, but basically what we wanted was price to come up, fill this imbalance that we left behind for a retracement, and then also come above this news wick from Wednesday FOMC. This was Wednesday FOMC. You can see what price did is we came up, swept that, and then just absolutely fucking boom to the downside, which is basically perfect, right, for what we wanted. Now, in terms of an entry, I would look for a I would look for a lot of people are spamming UJ in the chat. Really want price to come to the OTE, really, wouldn't you? For being realistic about it, yeah. So I would personally want this order block to be filled, and then price to move. So I do want a semi-decent retracement first before we move. But yesterday was fucking absolutely banging. If we're looking at UJ as well, let's just remind ourselves, obviously, the dollar is quite strong right now, whereas EU and obviously the euro and the pound are both quite weak. So UJ is definitely optimal to be buying. And I'll be looking to go off this order block here. Is there any? Yeah, we can. We've got a lot to aim for as well. If we're looking at the 4 hour as well, we can see we got this CRT. So we didn't take that Newsweek from yesterday or from Wednesday that the M basket took. But we did take this CRT low to trade up to the high. So that was that, and then since that's happening, price has actually now started to print higher, also higher outside of that CRT. Morning, Sam. What you saying? But yeah, so we've obviously swept that CRT low. Tap into that CRT high, and that's already been completed. But since then, we then started printing new candles, which for me confirms we are bullish, even now this has been completed, which is pretty decent. And then, yeah, in terms of a target, really, there's not really a top to where the target is. You just want these highs to start being swept. Obviously, if you've seen my most recent video, we're probably going to start to get a little bit of sell pressure at this point as we start to get some sell limits get triggered towards these highs, and sellers actually start stepping in. But till then, it should be pretty plain sailing up to that high. So yeah, that's basically it. Looking at GJ's a little harder to find an entry. That UJ was fucking so nice yesterday though, man. That UJ yesterday was so nice. We're looking at possible buys on EU if hourly sweeps, break structures here, and sweeps possible return to Friday low. But defo looking, wait. We're looking at possible buys on Euro USD if hourly break structure here. Alright, I see what you're saying. And if it sweeps, then possible return to the Friday low, but defo looking towards a 4 hour CRT high. 4 hour CRT high. Yeah, to be fair, I didn't actually notice that. We do have CRT of this candle, so we could even push up higher into that. Bear in mind, we do normally only want to come into 50% of the CRT. So up here will be really fine. We don't need it to sweep the high. But I'm not more looking for like an hourly breaker structure to then confirm that we're in a bullish trend. I just see this 1 hour structure as being part of the overall 4 hour range. So the 4 hour range for me is clearly this sell off here. So this high is not really that important. This is just internal structure, which we look to get swept as liquidity to then come lower. So that's basically how I would see it personally. Anyone looking at sells now though on EU? But yeah, the M basket starting to move nicely, so we obviously want this to start becoming a pair again that we can just absolutely juice. Just juice the fuck out of. Yeah, we're probably going to get sellers start to step in around this point. If we look at the leg as well, get rid of this shit. If we look at the leg, we are in the premium now, so we are starting to get towards that higher pricing. So that's where sellers are going to be stepping in. We've got a decent amount of 4-hour sweeps as well, so we shouldn't really need to sweep any more liquidity. You can see there, we swept out that low, that 4-hour low with that wick there. So we shouldn't really need to come any lower. We should really be able to tap in and then continue to the upside. That's what I'm looking for basically today, chat. Basically what we're looking at today, well not today, but in the last bits of the London session. Yeah, I was looking for sell-offs of Asia and New York from here. I was looking for sells off Asia and New York high here on Euro, but down to Friday low. Depends on hourly close here. Don't want it closing through internals, especially as it's 4-hour close too. Fair play. Yeah, the close will be decent to show what's going to happen going forward. We've got 20 minutes left of that, so we'll be able to see what happens. Yeah, this EU, it's going to be interesting. What's GU saying after that news? Yeah, GU's kind of holding its price after that news. It's kind of holding its price up there. Let's quickly check the DXY. Yeah, again for the DXY. Yesterday didn't really come as low into the range as we wanted. I wanted this POI just below the 50% line to be tapped into and then price move higher. But we just moved higher without. So now we can see this is our 50% level. This is our 50% level, which we want the dollar to come back down into. If we look at even the Friday high, that has been swept. So yeah, we do really want price to come into this discount. Got this big order block here. We've got this fair value gap, which has been partially filled. But we basically want price to come down to fully fill it, as well as tap into this order block and then go higher. So basically the same thing. We're just trusting that price wants a retracement first, which really should do really. In terms of how we're going to distribute down, a little bit difficult to tell. Obviously we swept the Asia high, swept the Friday high, so we definitely should come into this Asia low. We definitely should come into this Asia low. Also, we've got a gap there. There's just so much that just saying we need to come lower. But in terms of what of, I find it a little bit more difficult to see. This is really the only FEG that there is. So maybe that FEG, but I don't think we're going to be able to retrace that high, to be fair. So we'll see. Lou, you vape, yeah, bro. Don't really like doing it, but it's one of them things, isn't it? Just one of them things, chat. Just one of them things. Just one of them things. Sorry, yeah, I was talking about GU. Oh, yeah, that makes more sense then. That GU makes more sense. Yeah, I think Mace's got a strategy for afternoons. I'll have to ask him what Mace's strategy actually is afternoons, but it's something to do with bonds. It's actually a really clever news strategy. Essentially what it is, I think it's a CPI strat for news. Fucking hell. So basically, Mace's strat is something to do with when CPI comes out. If it's weak for the dollar, you want to see if bond, or if it's strong for the dollar, for example, you want to see if bond prices hold. And then if they hold, then it means that the news is gonna, like the trend that was created from news is gonna continue, and it's not gonna reverse. It's something to do with that. I can't remember. But yeah, he might be trying to run it later on this news. I think it does work better for CPI, but still. Yeah, this will probably be the level for EU, to be fair. For the DXY, sorry. If we can tap into that and start moving, then that'll be really nice. Lou sound like he slept late yesterday. Fucking hell, Dean, have a day off, lad. No, I was out yesterday. Not out, I was watching the darts and shit. And the football. Lou Little got absolutely cooked. I think... Yeah. Wait, yeah, what is this? Wait, let me quickly shout Apex. Text Apex. Yeah, because by the way, Trevor, wondering what I'm doing. Apex has just sent a trade in, but doesn't really make sense based on where it is. I mean, it was basically okay. Well, he's getting in shorts. Apex. The entry was at 41. Right, so a minute after would have been there. Stop loss is 7723. Okay, yeah, right, here it is. Stop loss is at 7723. Well, this is the trade that Apex has sent in. So Apex is looking at shorts already, which is one of our signal traders. And I feel like I've seen this. I've seen this film before, and I know how it plays out. Right, yesterday, literally, like honestly, this is a fucking carbon copy almost of what we saw yesterday. If you weren't in yesterday's live, essentially, my own fucking brother. No, basically, what happened, right, was I was looking at longs on EU, up into the premium, as I said. So I basically wanted price to, it had a leg down from here. Actually, let me use the, like this. We had a leg down like this, bro. So we had the leg down like this. I basically wanted price to retrace into this premium point. So I was looking at buys from here. Apex was looking at sells, and Apex's sells absolutely cooked in the signal group, and we did 4R in the signal group from that trade. Literally the exact same thing today. I'm looking at kind of counter trend longs, just assuming that price comes into the premium, that we retrace enough into the premium, this range, and then we come down. And Apex is just looking to short and continue their current momentum. So, it'll be interesting to see. I actually had that long place. I don't have this long place today. I probably won't actually. I'm not going to actually jump into this long anyway, to be fair. But I'm going to still keep it on because that would have been what I jumped in on. So it's going to be nice information for me if it's the second time in a row where price just doesn't want to reach this last little bit and it just wants to drop straight away. It'll be interesting if that exact same thing happens again. Price doesn't want to go that last little bit and it just wants to drop from here. It'll go to say a lot about what happens when there's news. I mean, yesterday we kind of put it down to the fact that we had news, so price wanted to move away quickly before the news came through. Same today. We got news at 1:30. So we might want to move a little bit quickly according to that. But we'll see. Why are you trying to long in a bearish market? I've heard that one before, Josh. I heard that yesterday. But yeah, we're basically just... I'm not longing. To be fair, even yesterday, right, it was probably a bit of a stupid trade to even place. Like, that was one of them ones where it was good enough just having a bias that we wanted price to go higher. I shouldn't have really tried to trade it counter trend to actually go higher. It's better to just sort of sit out and watch if you're planning on the market retracing, and then just entering at this point. So that's really what I'm taking into today. I'm basically having a bias that I do want price ideally to tap into this and continue up into here. So I do think this trade will play out. But as I said, unlike yesterday, I'm probably not going to actually be putting my money where my mouth is and trying to actually long. So yeah, that's that. Yes, Jed, what you saying, bro? I'm looking for EU sells from 30-minute order block. Yeah, fair play. I'm assuming that's what Apex is half saying as well. This order block here. Does kind of make sense. But it's just in terms of the fair value gaps and shit we've got higher. We've got all this, really the same as yesterday. We've got these POIs which look a lot nicer, which I wanted price to come into. Same with this, like these POIs up here, like this fair value gap and stuff like that looks a lot nicer than this 30-minute order block in the discount. So for us to ignore all of this, like obviously to reject there and ignore all of this, I don't know. I don't think it's that likely, but again, I didn't think it was likely yesterday and I got cooked for it, so we will see. We will see. I personally would still favour longs in my own bias, but I'm not actually going to be hitting them. I'm in GU shorts right now, loose, strong micro compression and SMT. Can't see Euro pulling all the way back up given GU already liquidated most of the range already. Yeah, so what, so you're jumping in shorts from here. SMT's fair play. Where was your actual entry point, Rocky? Where was your actual entry point? Oh. Kind of difficult, really. I mean, we've had this 1 minute change of character, but it's difficult when it's a new. To be fair, what's nice is we have swept this news high, which is nice. And we do have this 1 minute imbalance. So I'd probably, again, I wouldn't really look to pull the trigger on this. I just want to see, is price going to be able to tap into this and start actually moving down? If it is, then it'd be nice to see. I'm just sidelined today, as I said. I'm sidelined today. I'm not getting into either of these positions. My personal opinion is that we should tap into this and continue up to this high. But I haven't sent anything into the signal chat or anything like that. But Apex, who's one of my traders, is predicting sell-off right now. So we'll see who comes through. We'll see who comes through. See who comes through, boys. Anyone jumping in on this? Yeah, I'm in EU longs, TP almost hit. Where are you aiming for, bro? Asia high or? Yeah, that strong order block on EU, especially with GU already having traded through most POIs into a good into a good premium, might accumulate and see Euro push, but we'll just see. Wait. It's a strong order block in the EU, especially with GU having traded through most POIs. Yeah. Yeah, as I said, I just want it to come into the premium, man. That's all I really want to see in this market this morning. Oh, mate. Which are your trade, Lou? This buy here, but I'm not in this one, bro. I'm not actually got this buy place, chat. I'll let you know if I jump in anything. I'll show you my execution and shit. But yeah, I'm not in anything right now. Not in anything right now, nor will I be hitting either of these positions. I kind of got cooked trying to counter trend trade yesterday, as I said. Trying to predict that the retracement's going to continue in a bearish market. And that's basically exactly what we're seeing here, what I'm seeing here as well. So we don't want that to happen again. Again, I'm basically planning on us being bullish in a bearish market, but then eventually getting a sell-off at a higher point. So hence the reason for the buys there. We're going to keep our eyes on JPY pairs as well, because JPY pairs could be very nice. We're waiting for a decent retracement first, and then boom, we're going to hit this. UJ looking like probably the most optimal pair given the dollar strength right now. So yeah, I think that could be a really nice trade as well. Just want JPY pairs to enter today. Fair play, James. Fair play, bro. In my I'm going to go for EU long. I was short bias, but at 4 hours flipped me. Fair play. Yeah, we got the 4 hour close in 3 minutes. So maybe even wait for that close, bro. Sam. In my eyes, it can go a bit higher to about 7782. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly where my level is, bro, as well. That's what I want to see. I want price to come up to there, but I'm not sure if we'll be able to come all the way up or if we'll just get the sell-off. Again, it's one of them. It depends on what the momentum is. In a decent market condition, we 100% should come up into this premium and then come down. 100% that should happen. But if we're in a market with higher momentum to the downside due to news, like we was yesterday, we can see these retracements might fall a little bit short and we're just going to get that next sell-off rather than what we should get, which is a bigger retracement. So it'll be interesting to see, man. I'm sidelined anyway, so I kind of just want to see how market plays out. Feels good, bro. I've been in a lot of trades this week, I can't lie. I was in on a trade every day for EU. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Today's the only day. Well, this wasn't my trade yesterday, but so yeah, it's actually nice to fucking sit on the edge today and just chill out, not look at it too much, not look into it too much. Bro, I've got these night, bro. You know the night trousers that have fucking. You know the night trousers that have fucking the pants like pre-built inside, bro. I find them fucking so jarring. I'm gonna have to take them off. Bang something on real quick. What are these? That'll do. Bosh. I find them bare annoying, bro, to sit down. GU bearish entry. Let me have a look at GU in a sec, boys. Give me 2 secs. Just gonna put some tracksuit bottoms on. Because these are bare uncomfortable, these fucking football shorts. Yeah, JPY would be really nice today. That would be optimal today on JPYs. JPYs is probably what I would most likely to execute on as well. It just, if it interferes with that news, is the only thing, which it really might. Let's be honest. I mean, it's at 1:30, so it's pretty close. Even if we tap in within like the next hour, I'll drop what I've got on the charts in the Discord suite, bro. Yeah, send it into the chart check. Send it to chart check. What do you do outside of trading? Dunno, bro. Do grown men really have hobbies, or do they just exist outside of trading? That's all I do, bro. I just exist. Nah, I don't know, really. What do I do outside of trading? A lot of shit, really. Obviously, like everyone else, love the footy. So, watch football, like the darts, play a bit of pool, go down the pub, go to the gym, go see your pals. Meme coins I do, which is something just for fun. Yeah, but I'll be real, bro. Mainly like everything in the UK just revolves around sports and or drinking. Yeah, Monday is definitely my favourite day of the week, and I bet all of you men can vouch for that. As a trader, bro, Monday is fucking goated. No one likes the weekend that much as a trader. You kind of get this feeling of when you're profitable, boys, you get this banging feeling on Sunday, if you're ever with your boys on Sunday, everyone's mad, like, depressed and shit. And you're just like, yes, bro, I cannot wait for the markets to open. Do you have a goal of, nah, man. Tagged you as well. Sweet, bro. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. But yeah, something I bear like doing as well is travelling, which I haven't done in a minute. To be fair, I haven't been away in like 2.5 months. So, I'm looking forward to going Bali soon. Me and mates are going to book it today. Because we had to change our account. We was going to go with someone else, a third person, but now they had some mad work come up. So, we're going to have to rebook a different gaff. And I was looking, bro, and it's actually not as easy as you'd think, bro. There's so many fucking Airbnbs. It's actually bare hard to do. Yeah, this EU's moving sideways, man, right now. What's GU saying? Alright, yeah, GU's actually trending a lot more to the downside, which is nice. What's the DXY doing then? Okay, yeah, the DXY's not really moving. We should really at least trade up into this 5 minute, boys. We should at least really come up into this. At least come into this and then have that sell off. That's obviously is the fucking plan for the buyers, that we move up a little bit on the DXY and then we continue down like that, yeah, in the retracement. Same with EU. From my position, which was this long, I want price to come the opposite, which is down a bit, to then come higher. So, kind of makes sense, that buy, in my opinion, more than the sells, but we'll see what happens. You been to the temples in Bali? No, bro, I've been to Thailand though, so I've been to a fucking bag of temples, I'll be real. Getting good seller volume here. What chart provider do you use, Rocky? Do you not use TradingView or? I'm talking to Mace. I'm gonna come with you guys. I'm gonna book it next week. Cool. Yeah, me and Mace was thinking. To be fair, it'd probably be better if we had separate yards or the same yard. Massively. Kind of depends on your budget though, innit? Because me and Mace like spending quite a bit of dough on a nice room. So me and Mace will probably get a 2-bed for like minimum like 3 grand. And then I ain't paying no more than fucking... I ain't paying no more than... what? Be real, I'm not paying no more than 4.5. Even 4.5's half hefty. It's like fucking 2.5 grand each. It's like 2 and a bit grand. They're all fucking 3 bedrooms, bro. Like, this gaff's banging, but it's fucking 3 bedrooms. Like, bro, this is dirt cheap. I'm already out here, ATM Lou, and I'm here till the end of March. Oh, so yeah, we're literally going in the end of March. So basically like a month from today almost is when we're going, which is sick. No budget. No budget, okay, so you got it like that. I rate it, I do rate it. Right, well, are you looking to stay in the same gaff as me and Mace, or are you looking to get your own place, bro? That looks fucking banging. That looks banging, bro. It's moving mad slow right now. Yeah, and who in the chat is actually in on these shorts? Who in the chat is actually in on these shorts? Let me know. Who in the chat's in on these shorts? Just so I know, innit? Just so I can sort of take into account what to comment on. Because if no one's even in these shorts and everyone's just looking at the longs, then I'll more just speak in terms of that. Either or, I'm booking later, so don't know what your plans are on doing for a gaff. Fair play. Me. Womble's in, Russ is in. GBP NZD cells look nice. GBP NZD cells. Don't know, bro. It's kind of a point where it looks like it could actually go higher now. If we're looking at into like the actual trend, obviously we are lower, but we're breaking lows, breaking lows, breaking lows, breaking lows, and this one it's looking more like a failed low, like we failed to create a lower low, and we're actually going to come higher to make a higher high. That's what it kind of looks like to me. So I'd be careful on sells. I think there actually could be good value on buys here, as most people are probably expecting the trend to continue bearish. You could probably get pretty decent buys if you just counter that. So that's what I would say for that. Is look for buys. Yeah, DXY just moving sideways right now, not really doing anything. Took the shorts on a fresh 10k I bought for yesterday for $40. Lovely. Did you pass that? I'm assuming you passed it. On a 10k challenge, I am. Fair play. So we've got Womble, Russ, Direct, Vigok, Eric, and Jim all in. Cash is in. It's kind of risky to go short. Asia high not being taken. Mate, I can't lie. I love this the way you man actually trade. The amount of like communities that people are just fucking demo trading or like basically forward testing. They're not actually trading. What I actually rate is whenever I ask the chat, our chat are actually actively trading every day, which I like. Obviously not every day like placing positions, but every day there's people that are actually here looking for positions. We're not just in this to like piss around. I rate it. But I need $200 to pass phase 1. Man, that is peak. What size account is it, bro? Yeah, few people have got them on fresh 10Ks in these sells. My intraday bias is sells, but I'm not trading today because of the Diddy news. Wait, is there actual Diddy news, or do you mean like just the loads of news that there is? Yeah, it's kind of risky to go short. Asia high not been taken. Yeah, I agree, bro. As I said, my bias ideally would be longs. This short position here isn't my trade, but it was sent into the signal group, so. And a lot of people were seeing it even before that. If the GU Asia session had swept previous day low, it would have given me the green light to buy, but now I'm confused. Yeah, it would have been a lot nicer for that. But it can sort of, depends how you look at it, because if you look at it in this aspect, that it hasn't been swept, which tells us that this bias may be correct, that we want to fill our internal first, and then sweep our external. So the fact that if it had swept it, then it could be that we actually potentially reverse the whole entire range. But the fact that we haven't swept it, not for EU or GU, they've both not. We haven't made SMT or anything. They've just both not swept the low. Shows us that this trend that we're expecting will probably continue. Like that. And we probably will revisit it at some point. But yeah, we'll see how it plays out. Obviously, I'm hoping, my bias is that we're bullish off of this order block, but I'm hoping sells plays out for the sake of the signal group. Cause it will be nice for these lot to have another 4-hour trade. Bro, if these lot hit a 4-hour trade, fuck me, I'm gonna have to start like just booting people out from the signal group, because we can't have this many winners. Just can't be, it can't happen. Check EG, please. What are you seeing on EG first, Ben? I like asking people first what they're seeing, just so you don't just copy what I want to see. I think GU is sells. Fair play. You jumping in, Daniel? Check gold. Okay, let's check gold. Gold these last few days has been really nice to us. Really nice. Obviously, this was Wednesday. Yeah, the Wednesday was lovely. The way we swept this low, tapped into this, and then distributed away. Even yesterday was beautiful, man. We basically wanted price to tap into this order block and then continue higher. We actually came into this slightly lower order block, but still very nice. The next thing I'd look for gold is, obviously, we've broken out of these highs, and this was the leg that did it. So I want price to retrace this leg, tap into a discount POI, and then run to the upside. So my discount POI on gold would be This right here. Oh yeah, this was actually a live signal I gave on gold last week on Friday, which was fucking a banger. But yeah, we've got this. To come down and then go higher. So I'd look for buys from there and then look to hold to that CRT high. Might not get that CRT high hit, but I'm looking for this move here. Would be my gold. EG, let's have a look at EG. Check EG sells. Yeah, as I always say, man, I fucking hate the way EG actually moves. I really don't like it. Really don't like the way it moves. Sells. Again, man, there's not really much you can do on the higher time frame, to be fair on this. There's actually not. We are at this internal order block. So we could potentially have sells off that. And we've had a lot of, obviously, manipulation in terms of sweeping all three of these highs. So we've had a decent amount of liquidity get swept as well. We've got CRT as well. Yeah, man, sells do actually look pretty nice, to be honest. So we swept out all that liquidity. We tapped into that order block. We've got CRT of this big candle here. So really we should come down and tap into this candle's low now. So let's go a little bit lower. Let me clean up this as well. Sells do look decent, potentially. Obviously, your first level to be broken that you're aiming for would be here. Are you already in sells or are you looking to jump into sells? I'm assuming we reacted off the DTO. Right here. To be fair, we just came a bit lower than the DTO. The DTO's here. We did come just short of it, or just shy of it. Did we tap into this order block? Yeah, we did. We did tap into this order block here, though. Which was basically the equivalent. Right there. So looking at it now, again, you're going to ideally just use your OTE tool. Oh, your OTE tool on the current high to the low. Draw on your premium and discount, and then also your OTE, which would tell you that this gap here or this order block would be the correct place to enter off of. So I'd go for that order block there, is what I'd look to enter off. JPY longs look juicy. EU sell. EU just swept London high, and inverse FVG. I'm good for shorts. Looking for EU longs. A lot of people's getting in EU right now, which I like to see. I might have to make a tea, bro. I've got no coffee left in my house. Imagine it. Well, I do, but I've only got the posh coffee. And that isn't really, like, optimal. So, yeah, that's what I'll be looking at. To be fair, I'd have my stop loss above here. What would probably even be the cleverer thing to do, to be honest with this, as you are going to be aiming for quite a lot, you could even really have a higher stop loss up above here, or even above here at 9 pips, and then aim for like a low like this. I think you might be a little bit better having a bigger stop loss on this. And as I said, aim for basically this low, even a set 2 to 1, bro. Even just something like that could be nice. You traded on the Romeo. Isn't CRT just rebranded concepts? I mean, literally every fucking concept's rebranded, but CRT's a bit, yeah, it's a bit different to just that. It's not really a grifty type thing, to be fair. It is actually a good concept, but CRT, again, if you don't know what CRT is and you want me to break it down, if you want this whole PDF where I literally break down everything to do with the strategy, then just send me a DM on Discord saying PDF, and I'll breaks down everything. IFEGs here, we've got our internal and external, we've got indexes, we've got everything, but this is CRT. So essentially you've got candle A and candle B, and you want price of candle B to take out candle A's high and then close back within the range. And then that tells us that we should now trade down into the low. Right, like that. Down into the low. And the theory behind it is obviously the fact that we try to push higher but then close back with him tells us that two things. Number one, that the buyers, they tried and they failed, right? So they tried and they failed and they lost against the sellers, who clearly reclaimed that level and was able to push price back into this range. It also shows unwillingness to trade higher. So it basically shows rejection of trying to push higher. There's probably going to be like a POI to the left. We tried to push higher, couldn't get past it. And then the last thing it tells us is that this move up here was just a manipulation move. So it wasn't really a true move. Most likely thing is that this candle here is accumulation. This candle here is manipulation. And then meaning distribution candles are going to be coming, which you can see there. So yeah, it basically shows manipulation. The only reason we moved up was to stop people out, and then we actually intend to trade lower. So that's what CRT really is. Right, nice. That signal's running nicely. Let me get rid of this a sec just so we can follow it along. I don't think many people's even in that. Most people are in sells. Lamalso turtle soup. Nah, not really, bro. It's a little bit different to that. A little bit different to that. I'm telling you, like, you could take the piss out of CRT, but bro, literally just use it, and you'll genuinely be shocked at how fucking good it is. I can't lie. Look at any reversal, bro, and you'll see CRT pretty much. Like, it's actually crazy. Like, for example, well, we use it on the higher time frame, right? So, for example, this daily, how did... Wait, let me just show you. How comes every other trader is only bearish after this? Right, now they're bearish. How was we able to be bearish for this entire time? How did we know that we was going to be bearish from here? Most people would just assume that we're just going to come down and continue bullish. How did we know that we was actually going to be bearish all the way down? Because of the CRT. And you can see it with the high here. We've got candle A, candle B took out the high and then closed back within the range. And then price just sold off to the low. CRT is fucking powerful, man. Fucking powerful. Signal group continues to cream, though. How are the signal group getting this many dubs? How are the signal groups getting this many dubs? How do they keep getting away with it, boys? I asked for the PDF but not received it. If you've asked me for it on Discord DM, then I would have sent it. If you ain't been sent it yet, then I don't know, just DM me again. I don't know why I wouldn't have sent it to you. Let me see what people are saying. Taking into account GU being in the daily order block seems to be suicide. EU has potential to go down, but not just yet. I could be wrong. That was kind of what I was feeling, but again, the reason I didn't put my money on that is because I thought the same thing yesterday, and my signal trader Apex was like, no, we're not going to be retracing it again. We wanted to retrace into the premium first before the sell-off was the faults for longs, but you can see momentum was too strong. We just sold off straight away, which is basically the exact same shit we got today. I wanted price to push off into the premium and then sell off. Apex is just betting on the momentum so strong, we're just going to move straight away. So yeah, nice to see that actually run a bit though. Sells. Oh wait, yeah, I've seen this already. Check gold buys. Yeah, we've already checked that. Waiting for this 15-minute to inverse, then jumping in. What 15 on GU? Or yeah, what 15 are you talking about, bro? What 15 are you talking about? EU just swept London high and inverse FEG, and I'm good for shorts. Yeah, a lot of people are waiting for that inversion. Fair play. The DXY is an order block to sweep on the 1 hour, 4 hour. So as long as it hasn't been filled, I think EU and GU pairs still sell. As an order block on the 1 hour and 4 hour. Not really sure what. Okay, this order block here. I think you're talking about. Yeah, nice. Fair play. Fair play. See if we close above this 15-minute gap or 5-minute gap. We should. Oh no, we have already. Okay. All right. So yeah, EU should really just continue down now according to our logic. JPY longs look juicy. Looking for longs on EU at 7725. Longs at 7725. Don't know about that. 7725. That's like all the way up here. Don't know. I'm waiting for a 5-minute candle close below the FVG, then short. Yeah, so I think a lot of people are placing limits now. Let me know who's placing a limit right now. You're the first guy I've seen making P's off using it. It's one of them things, bro. Like, a lot of people, it takes experience to learn how to use CRT, but where people go wrong is they'll use it on like the hourly and shit like that. You only want to use it for the 4 hour and the daily and the weekly and the monthly. And another massive reason why CRT works is quarterly theory. If you lot are in the mentorship and you've seen our lectures on quarterly theory, you'll understand why that makes CRT a lot more powerful. And it's basically the theory that the market moves in cycles. So for example, it'll be a 4 hour cycle. Each 4 hour candle basically will have its own thing. Let me show you what I mean on here. It's easier on here. So basically each 4 hour candle has its own move. This is what quarterly theory is. I haven't actually talked about this in a while. So this is, each one of these is a 4 hour candle, right? And it's basically the theory that they move in cycles of 4, right? So you've got Q1, you got Q2, Q3, and Q4. And each one of these quarters will do its own thing, and it will they'll basically move to the schematic of either A M D X or X A M D, with X being a continuation or reversal of the previous trend. AMD is obviously just accumulation, manipulation, distribution, and then X is just a continuation of the or reversal of the previous trend. And how that's helpful is, let's say we've got a candle here, right, which we don't really know, is this an accumulation or is this a continuation candle? We can't really tell. It's kind of hard to tell. But when we have a CRT candle, so we take out the high and then close back within the range, right, like this, and then we should tap into the low, we can then be like, right, well, clearly this right here is manipulation, right? This is manipulation. So now we can actually see it's not accumulation, it's manipulation. So now we know that this is not playing out and this is, right? So now we can get rid of that and say, cool, we know this first candle's been accumulation, second one's been manipulation, so Q3 is due to be distribution, and then Q4 is due to be a continuation or reversal of that. So when you're using it in line with quarterly theory and basically all the theory that goes behind that, it can be a fucking very powerful concept. So yeah, that's that. I asked for the pit. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people are placing limits right now. What do you think to enter off the sell on the 5-minute FVG? Yeah, nice, bro. If you don't want to enter off the 5-minute FVG, that does make sense. Let's see what your RR is going to be. Obviously, you can have a stop loss on this high. Good thing about Apex's trade, he caught that absolutely right at the top. So his stop loss is nice and clear of where price is. Whereas you're going to have your TP sort of where price has been before. But yeah, that'll be a trade about a 3-1. Still looks nice. So yeah, I think that's definitely worth hitting it if you do think the market's going to continue down. What do you? Okay, I've seen that. DXY disrespecting the 1 hour order block and inversing 5 minutes. So EU maybe sell. Yeah, bro. That's basically what we're thinking. I'm in EU longs from 668. Fucking hell, you got in literally right at the top. Fuck me. Limit for sell. Set. Okay, yeah, a lot of people are putting limits on. Muller's got a limit. TN, football, all got limits on right now. Can't lie, I've stopped trading GU now. EU so much nicer. I agree, Russ. EU's so much nicer. So much nicer. I set a limit on the IFEG. Yeah, a lot of people. Why not GU sells over EU? Just because GU's had that news, bro. That's the only thing. To be fair, GU does actually look a little bit nicer, to be fair. But yeah, GU had that news that pushed it higher. And to be honest, I don't hate the thought. Yeah, no, to be fair, you actually do make a good point, bro. I'll be so honest. GU probably does look nicer than EU. You go off this order block. Stop loss on this high. You do make a very good point. GU sales look just as nice, if not nicer. And also, we haven't swept the Asia low. We've got so many equal lows here, it's almost a joke. So we got... Oh, wow, I deleted the fucking R indicator again. I hate doing that, bro. So we've got our low here. We've got our prior day low. We've also got our Asia low and our London low. So we've got New York low, Asia low, and London low, all there to be swept. So every single session's liquidity there to be swept. This also happens to be the prior day low as well. So we've got such a fucking big draw on liquidity. But yeah, GU sales do look decent. They do look decent from this point. And also, you probably got more chance of getting tapped in on this than you do on EU, to be fair. Because EU's might struggle a little bit to push up to this fair value gap where your entry is. Euro USD is bullish on the 4 hour time frame and it's currently respecting the order block. I'm already in buyers. Fair play, Family Guy latest. But yeah, fair play, bro. I'm not saying that I don't think the 4 hours bullish. CRT EU hour 4 candle AMD. Yeah, nice. That's even nicer, to be fair. So again, we've swept that candle's high. The thing is, though, I'm not actually going to be looking at CRT too much in this because it's kind of just accumulating on the 4 hour, which means that it forms too many times. Again, you need to know when to apply CRT. So, for example, we've got CRT here telling us to trade up to this high. We'll then have a bearish CRT here telling us to trade into this low. We've then got CRT on this low telling us to trade into this high. And then CRT on this candle low, which has been completed. So we can sort of ignore that. And then CRT of this high telling us to come into this low. So we've basically got CRT telling us this high is going to get hit. And this high. And also this low and this low. So it's like we've got too much really to even take it seriously. You want to use it at like a key point. Like for example here is where you'd want to look for it. We didn't actually get it there, but a good example is on the yen basket on the daily. If we look at the internal, external. So we've got our order block and our external low. So already our bias is a sell from here down to this external low. That's what we want to see. And if you look previously, we did get that. So we got candle A to CRT. And then candle B, as you can see, took out the high. And then closed back within. So you can see there, we took the high. And then closed back within. So that was our sign that this candle and that candle and that candle would then seek out this candle's low. Because it was at a key point though. Because it was at an order block. A point where we know a reversal was likely. And if you look what happened when we just recently tapped into that same point again, we didn't have CRT of this big candle, but we did have CRT of this candle, or not that candle, sorry, this candle here that I've got drawn out. where we took the high of it, closed back within the range, which told us that this candle here was going to trade into its low, which it obviously did. So yeah. Looks like you guys' limits are about to get tapped. Have a look at AUD CAD. What are you looking at on AUD CAD? Looks like it's got some good opportunities. Yeah, what are you looking at on there? Yeah, I feel like I need to make a coffee, bro. My mouth is bare dry. I've got to make a coffee. You have to make a coffee right now. Stay locked in as well, chat, because we are going to be looking for JPY trades as well. JPY is moving up really nicely. So we're still going to be looking for potentially UJ buys. So there are going to be a lot of entries still to come in this live. I know a lot of you have got limits placed on this right here. So we'll see. Yeah, chat, give me 2 seconds. I'm quickly going to make a coffee. Because I've got peak dry mouth. I'll read your comments in a sec. Anyone who's dropped a comment, I'll get back into it. Don't try this pranking thing as well, because I'm not going to fucking fall for it, alright? I'll make a coffee. I'll be back in 1 minute. Wait there for 1 minute, chat. Let me quickly make a coffee. Be 2 secs, boys. And we'll look for these re-entries. What you saying? Fucking hell, what? The first thing I see is muted. I swear to God, you guys are fucking... You guys are going to pay for your sins one day. You really, really are. Alright, looks like you lot have been tapped in, so let's hope you all get stopped out for trying to prank me. Fucking hell. Right, cool. Let's see what people are saying. I think a lot of people have probably just been triggered in now. You entering? I'm not entering, bro. No, I'm not entering. I'm sitting out today. In EU shorts, and GU we tapped 50%. DXY swept Friday high into an FEG. Don't see why DXY would re-sweep. DXY swept Friday high into an FEG. Yeah, that's why I was more long bias on this, but I mean, pretty much everyone in the chat plus my signal provider was short bias, so that is what we have. That's what we got right now. I think we're bearish. We've got a 60 on the 4 hour confirming our protected higher. Yeah, what is this protected higher bullshit I keep seeing? Someone needs to explain this. Was in shorts on GU at 7.14. Amazing entry and anticipating DXY to come lower first, given its structure. Too much vague price action on DXY to be confident in sell, so I'm just observing and waiting. Fair play. Oh, you got out on shorts. Fair play, yeah. I mean, everything... Fuck me, that got raid. Well, it's still in, but it got raid. If you did want to enter GU, this is probably now is probably going to be your last chance. It's the highest order block there is. So if you did want to get in, don't be one of them bitches where when price runs all the way down here, you're like, oh, re-entry's low, re-entry's low. You got to have a bit of bottle about you, all right? You got to actually exit. If you think the market's heading down, the market's presented you with an opportunity right now to capitalize on that. So you just live execute a sell. That is if I don't think it will go down that much. Is why I'm not doing that. I'm not live executing a sell because I think there's a decent chance this comes higher. But don't be one of them people. Like I said, it runs and then you're like, oh, where's the re-entry? Like the entry's here for you now if you do want to take it. You just got to pull the trigger. It'd be kind of peak if this IFEG gets inverted. I'm not gonna lie. EU will take higher. Don't worry, EU will take higher. I'm just in EU. Wait, let me see the chat. 1 hour FVG, unmitigated GU. Reversals from there at 9:20. Wait. 349.20. Yeah, from up there, from this fair value gap there. Yeah, I mean, I would like to see these PYs get filled a bit more. That's why I was more looking at longs from this level, rather than sells. But to be fair, even the long that I was looking at, I think it would actually... Oh, no, I think that long still would be in, to be fair. I'm pretty sure. If we go back, let me just double check. Don't want to start capping to you, man, but I'm pretty sure my trade will be running. Right. 6.7 the stop loss was. Wow, fucking course it was. Let me quickly get rid of this. Get rid of this. Let me get rid of this. So the entry was on that order block. Pretty shit entry, to be honest. Stop loss is at 6.7. Yeah, well, that would just about be in. That was my long position. I didn't actually take this trade, but yeah, that was the position that I wanted to see this morning. So yeah, still going to be interesting to see how we play out. We are reacting off of this FVG right now. So let's see if we invert this. If we invert this fair value gap, then yeah, its sells are probably cooked. I can't lie. I will bear in mind that you, man, probably got in here. Yeah, DXY. For me, looks like it's continuing lower. It just does for me. Yeah, for me, it looks like it's continuing lower. And therefore, EU continuing higher. Wow. So on the day I decide not to execute the longs, they're probably going to come through. On the day I did execute the longs, the shorts came through. Cheers, market. Cheers. Don't say he's muted, guys. He's not muted. When Lou gets back, let's all say he's bald. Stop saying he's muted. He ain't, bro. I can hear you, Lou. Appreciate that, Mehmet. I mean, it seems like you're kind of arguing with yourself. I haven't seen Mem post in a while. Is he muted? Yeah, Lou muted me for 2 weeks. Yeah, Mem got muted for 2 weeks, but he's back now. Lou, where's your hair? Lou, when's your haircut? Lou, you're bald. Wow, everyone actually agreed to do that as well. Balding, it's not. Is this not the ALG strat? This isn't because we didn't sweep the Asia high, bro. I'm in gold longs. Fair play, Josh. Yeah, I'd want price to come down lower before that, but I'm assuming you got enough that FVG. You trade kind of different to a lot of people in here, Josh, innit? But fair play. Bro's hairline is going longs. Where's your hair? Fucking hell. Can we just say I was muted? I preferred that to just personal abuse, really. Where's your haircut gone? Dix, what are you looking to trade for the FVG? Chat have wiped Asia low for Dix. Why? Wait, what? What do you mean, chat? Chat have wiped. What do you mean? GU ain't just ready. EU cooking me. EU GU longs looking more valid, not gonna lie. Wait. EU cooking me. Oh yeah. I told you man, EU will up. I think, did you? I don't know. I think you did, to be fair. Bro, I'm giving up in Forex trading now. I'm tired of blowing an account over and over again. Now I can't afford to buy one again. Well, that's a you problem, bro. You shouldn't give up in trading. Shouldn't give up. Thing is, the only reason why I am where I am and you're where you are is because I went through all the same shit that you went through but didn't give up. That's literally the only reason I'm here. It's not because I've got an amazing ability or I'm fucking anything special. It's literally all the problems you man have, and specifically to here that you have, and you're like, oh fuck this shit, I'm giving up. I went through and was like, fuck this shit, I'm not giving up, and now I'm here. So it's definitely worth it. Apex the G doesn't lose. He doesn't normally lose, but it's getting a bit shaky. I'm getting a bit shaky. We'll see. See how we do. Did warn sellers after analysing DXY, but hey ho, people will do what they do. Good luck to them. To be fair, Rocky, like, I don't think anyone gives a shit what you say. No, I'm joking. To be fair, yeah, Rocky did say it's ADF did say longs. Rocky did say longs as well. I also thought longs, but let's all just chill out on the sellers. At the end of the day, they're still in profit. Like, they're basically sitting at break even / in profit. I wouldn't be too hard on them saying they went wrong. Like, entered more profit than the longs probably would have entered. So let's chill out for a second, boys. Don't buy. Learn and do practice with demo once you do them, bro. Oh well, my shorts get cooked. If my shorts get cooked, is what it is. Yeah, bro. G, you're getting absolutely cooked. Caught 7 hour gold sales yesterday. Lovely, bro. Josh should become a signal provider. Yeah, Josh. Like, what is your strategy, bro? Fuck me. 7 hour on gold sales. If you never give up, how could you possibly fail? Exactly, bro. Exactly. Let's get some tunes on. I want some good music on, man. But there's really not as good music as you'd think. I like this song. Bit of Taylor. We didn't invert this fair value gap, which is nice. It seems my das on my hands today. Does that mean you're gonna sit on your hands? On my ass, on my hands. No worries, Apex reverse magic now. Trust me, come on Apex. Hopefully he didn't have stop loss or break even. If he did, then he's going to have to get punched up. Going to have to fly to the buy and punch him up. DXY taking prior 4 hour low. Yeah, GU's looking fucking weird, to be fair. Lucky we didn't hit it. I do really think we're going to come lower, man. I just think we are. I'm not in longs on EU, so hopefully the shorts do come through so all you man can win. But I'm personally long, so it's a bit of a difficult one for me to sit here and gas up these shorts. I'm off in a bit, lad. Sweet Rocky. You're not seeing how it plays out, no? L Mans. L Rocky. L Mans. But yeah, to hear, don't give up, bro. Don't give up, man. There's no need for that. Why does this song make me think of Eddie and Ketia? On the road. Josh is a gains provider. Some other girls. Well, this is clearly why. Bro, this is emotional. Like, bro, really? It's a bit much for an Eddie and Ketia edit. Cold. Don't marry your bias, bro. Yeah. I've low-key got the same trade and entry. Haven't taken because I don't trade on Friday because of how many times it shagged me for bad volume or heavy news. But it wouldn't surprise me if it come up first. Yeah, man. Oh, I mean, my bias is that we come up higher. But looking at the market on the 30-minute, if your bias was off this order block, nothing out of the ordinary's happened. We've just had the distribution away, retap. Should just distribute to the downside now, if that is your bias. My bias was basically that price is not going to want to react off that, and we're actually going to want to come higher into the premium. So again, when we look at the actual range itself, you can see I ideally wanted price to trade up into the premium and then come lower. So I kind of see this right now as accumulation. We're going to manipulate and then we're going to distribute. So this is almost accumulation, manipulation, distribution. So yeah, let's see how we play out though, man. Let's see how we play out. It's going to go up. Fair play. I'm not in either of these, so I'm sort of just sitting on the sidelines, but I do hope that sellers can cook. Alright. Really? I'm asking for some bangers and you put on I'm still alive but I'm barely breathing. Is that a fucking joke? Right, let's put this on. Analyze market on higher time frame. Wait for breakout and retrace. Look for POI to enter. Lower time frame once it respects POI. Gold beam ranging under 50, 21.90. Swept liquidity yesterday, then closed above the range this morning. Waited for price to retrace, found POI and entered. It's going to go up. We also have visible uptrend on gold. Yeah, I'm definitely bullish on gold as well. I don't really trade breakout, but yeah, that's nice, man, that you're actually cooking with that. I rate that. I do rate that from you, Josh. So the XY is still in higher time frame retracement, looking to go higher, but today we have equal highs and FVG on the 1 hour. If we trade for the FVG, then you have to be looking for longs on EU and GU. I do think it's one of them. If you're waiting for a trade through on the 1 hour, then you've already missed the opportunity for longs. It's a discounted, so it's going to go to external range liquidity, I guess. Chart check, bro. Sweet. I'll have a look at chart check. Short's looking shaky. Trust me, bro. Kind of happy I'm not in. If I was to enter any other day, I'd look for premium POY, as here would be too low for me to execute sells. That's literally the entire bias that I had for these longs, or for the... So I had longs from, well, I was looking at longs from this order block. This order block there. Stop loss was beneath these lows at 6-7. Okay, my entry must have been 1 pip higher. Yeah, basically this was the trade that I was looking at. That was the trade I was really looking at. We'll see how we do. Again, if you are a seller, there's no need to prang out. We haven't even really entered drawdown at all yet, so you're still calm. Check UJ again. Nice, yeah, we're continuing up to that POI, which is what we want. Mate, I don't know. UJ looks like it might tap in sooner rather than later, which tells me we could even come down to like this fair value gap for an entry first. Just because if you look at it, the M basket's got a decent amount to go. If you look at the whole leg, so this leg is 65 points. We still need this to move 16. So what's that? 20% of the range. We still need it to move. Whereas UJ, if you look at this whole range, 70 pips. We need it to retrace 4 more pips. So we need it like 5% of the range retracement on UJ, and then fucking like 20% on JPY. So it might be a little bit difficult here. You're probably better off waiting for it to get in and then going on the lower time frame and looking for an entry that way, rather than just entering straight away. Because as I said, the M basket should really come a little bit higher first, according to our bias. Patience is the key to success, for real, bro. All the best, fellas. Sweet Universal. 7,750. Oh, you're going literally bang on the equilibrium. Fair play. This line literally here. Might as well have it a little bit higher. Just wait for these highs to get swept, to be fair. If you are looking to get in there. Just hold it. Will be down. I opened free trade in Euro USD sell. Fair play. Let me get some. What the fuck? That monitor just ran. What the fuck? That was weird. Yeah, this music needs to stop. Can't listen to this fucking Spanish music. Gonna have to back out Spotify because YouTube's just not doing it. Yeah, looks like we're gonna close above this. We've got, well, no, to be fair, the candle's only just opened. Yeah, I do think these shorts are gonna be cooked. I'm not gonna lie, but I hope not. Nice blue tit. Wait, what? Your best, bro. Come on, bro. Appreciate that, man. If you haven't already joined the Discord, man, get in the Discord. I keep getting confused. As I said, I'm sidelined today. No trades for me right now. On the funded I've been trading on this week as well, I've got nice profit to play with. I'll show you this one. Don't know why it's not focusing, but it's 208. So we're basically 8.5k up, or like 4%. So we've got some dough to play with, which is what I'm trying to do, is just actually keep a bit of dough in there and try and get a fucking more profit from that. See how it goes. It might go completely wrong. I might end up fucking losing like 4 trades in a row and fucking just wasting all that profit, but I don't think so. But yeah, that's where I'm at with that account, what I've been trading on this week. So it's made me a little bit more relaxed psychologically, knowing I've got profit to play with. Decent. On the sideline today, watching them gladiators in the arena. May the glory be yours, Decimus Maximus Meridius. Fuck me, is that a real quote, or have you just put like a Roman sounding name on the end of something you've just said? Oh, it's the guy from the film. Gladiators in your arena, may the glory be yours. Come on. Come on. Just trying to remember that you guys got in here. Majority of people in the chat got in here. So you're just about entering profit now, which is nice. Chat, if you do want to get the best entries, just get in the Signal group. It's going to make your life a lot easier. You've literally got a ping to your phone. Not only, you man even saw that. I wasn't even looking at the Discord. You get a WhatsApp come through to your phone. You get added to the WhatsApp. You get a text come through. Apex sends a text in saying the signal's been sent. You check it, you place it, you win. Same shit as yesterday. The trade that Apex sent yesterday. Lovely stuff. But let me remember that you lot are in from. Chat, who's in cells? Who's in cells? I know a lot of people were in earlier. Let's see who's still in. I think you guys got in here. Right, at least we can see both you man's positions on screen right now. So this bigger one is our signal trade with a better entry. No shade. And the lower one is what a lot of people got in. Today's just been very news heavy. Trust me, bro. Trust me. Maybe Apex the GOAT. He called Pow or some shit. Yeah, mate, Apex is the GOAT. Can't believe you don't know what a blue tit is. I do know what a blue tit is, but... Ain't it a fucking bird, or does it mean something else? Wallpaper, oh. Oh, is that what it is? That looks bare nice. I don't think they look that nice. Is that what it is? No, that is in fact a green-headed tanager. I don't want to search it with fucking Bing, bro. Why the fuck would I want to search anything with Bing? This is what it is. Looks pretty fucking sick if you ask me. Right, that 5-minute close was decent though. We did have some sort of a rejection from here. Bro, that looks sick, bruv. You know what my end goal is for like making money, boys? What my end goal is, yeah, is I want to buy loads of land in some country somewhere. And just buy whatever animals I want and just release them all into my land. Like, I'm going to have a land. Obviously, there'll be big walls so they can't escape and shit. But it'll be a fat bit of land. It'll be like forest land and shit like that. And I'll tag all the animals. So they've all got tags. But then I'll release them all. And I'll have, like, birds like that. I'll have fucking tigers. I'll have fucking everything in it. Everything you can imagine. And I'll just put it all into one, like, forest, basically. And then I'll just live on a big compound, and then I can jump in a little Range Rover or whatever. There'll be like a trail through the forest and shit, so I can just jump on and zing through. And if I know like the tiger's gonna be there, I can jump in the motor, zing through, try to find it. It'll be sick, bro. I'll feed it. I can feed it like goats and shit. But that's literally my end goal, bro. I think that's end goal. Bird has aura, yeah, trust. Now that's an exotic thing, yeah, trust. Does have aura, sorry. Alright, who's in then? So we got Tien's in, Direct is in, Hito is in, One Boy's in, BJ's looking for a buy. Well, BJ. Bird has aura, yeah, trust me. Lou Island. No, not on an island. I feel like that's kind of not even allowed anymore. But nah, bro, just a big fucking bit of land. You know, like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of an example. Kind of like Ozark, you know, where the poppy field, the cunts who own the poppies. I don't really know. But basically got loads of fucking land. And that's what I want. Loads of land, I can buy any animals and put it in there. And that will actually entertain me. That's the end goal, bro. Because I know, if I have that and I've got dough, I can literally just fucking spend all day looking at these animals and shit. I think that would be fucking sick, bro. Release like rare shit in there, like lizards, snakes and shit, tigers in there, fucking different birds in there. What else could you even put in there, bro? Like some 30 animals. What else would be a sick animal? I'm trying to even think. Like a jaguar or something. Even like wild dogs. I don't know if that's actually allowed, but let's go bearish. YAB is in. Slater is in. Sweet. A lot of people's in right now. Hopefully we can run these lows. Hopefully we can run these lows, chat. New ape in. I'm not in on this one, bro. I'm not in on this one. That's reminded me. I'd have monkeys there as well, bro. I'd have fucking bear monkeys there. Bro, it would just be so sick. Like, imagine just driving through your own land in a Range Rover, and you can see all this shit around you. It'd be fucking lit, man. And then I'd grow all my own food and shit. Obviously, you'd have the basics. You'd have like cows and chickens and shit, so you can have your own steak, your own fucking eggs, your own everything, your own plants. I quite enjoy cooking as well, to an extent. So I want to have like, grow every single herb you can think of, every single animal you'd need, everything, bro. And then just have fucking bare land. Go hunting there as well, it'd be sick. Yeah, I'm not in this one, bro. The signal group is in these cells from up here. So this is the trade that the signal group's in. And then this trade here is the re-entry that most people in the chat's on. Wanna crayon. We're down this road. The masculine urge to go off grid, trade, grow food, build, hunt and eat steak every day. Trust me, bro. Is that just me? That can't just be me, innit? That can't just be me, bro. That can't just be me. Euro JPY faults, yeah. How are we progressing with JPY? It'd be nice if DXY can inverse the 5 minute. Mate, to be honest, I don't even really want to look at DXY because to me, these equal lows just suggest so much that it's going down. So the more I look at it, the less confident I am in those shorts. But yeah, it would be nice if you can invert this 5 minute. But then again, does it really mean much? Because we've already inverted this 5 minute and fucking didn't really do anything. Maybe we have, no, we don't really have a bigger gap either. Yeah, there's not really much you can actually gauge from this market. It's kind of just... I mean, yeah, it will be nice if we can invert this, but again, it's not going to show too much. I just think based on what everything's looking like, it looks way more likely we're just going to sweep these lows. Still keeping my bias, man. I am still bullish bias on EU. I would have preferred longs this morning, but again, I hope the Signal members can fucking TP. Moving down this road. To be fair, Signal chat has not entered any drawdown though. It's basically been in profit the whole time. I'm planning to trade from my camper van soon and just travel Europe. That'll be sick, bro. You got a camper van? That's fucking active. Oh, you need to send a picture of your camper van to the Discord, bro. That is sick. Oh, I'd get one of them as well. I think that'll be fucking so active. That's another thing I massively want to do. I'm not just trying to cut your idea, but I actually genuinely want to do that as well. Just get a camper van and fucking travel Europe. I think that'll be so sick. Please inverse that. Bro's just baking at this point. It took Friday high. What's that for, Bjorn? Where are you from, Bjorn? Are you Swedish or something? Watching me like, no, I'm Ugandan. Oh yeah, Euro JPY. So the yen basket, okay, nice. The yen basket's continued up to that high. So yen basket's now at a point we can actually look for trades. Okay, UJ's actually not at a bad point either. Let's wait for confirmations. If we can invert that, then I'll be looking to go long. GJ, same shit really. You can either of these. It's really all the same stuff. You're just looking for longs. You just need your lower time frame confirmation basically. GU doesn't look as nice. Well, to be fair, it doesn't look horrible. It's just not as nice. GJ is saying, sorry, EJ looks actual shit. This looks alright because we filled this 4 hour and it looks like we're just continuing up off that. We also took out that Newswick, which is what we wanted. So yeah, I do think you can find longs on here as well. Again, you want to wait. Okay, we've actually had our confirmation on this. We're about to invert this. So you would be looking to go long off the inversion. Stop loss on the low. TP on the CRT high. GJ will be a bit nicer because we won't have to hold through news either, which is obviously going to be a pain in the arse. But yeah, that's what I'll be looking for on GJ. That does actually look nice as well. Again, we've been patient. We've waited for our level to be hit on JPY. We really have. And the UJ entry would be, if we get rid of this real quick. If we can invert this, basically close above on the 1 minute. We're looking to get in off 50%. Stop loss on the low. How many pips is that? Why is it so large as well? 12 pips, which actually isn't a lot at all, which is kind of nice. And obviously you can target. Really, you could target the current high. You really just want to see how this one plays out, to be fair. But yeah, this looks fucking nice, chat. EU is so painful, trust me. EU is. Let's just clean up this chart a bit, because I don't really like how messy it is, to be honest. Let's clean it up a bit. Yeah, UJ does look really nice, man. Only thing I don't like is that we didn't sweep this low. They look very different. What did we mitigate here? Thursday at 10 AM. Yeah, so that was obviously the mitigation. You see, Thursday at 10 AM, we had manipulation on UJ, which enabled us to get pushed higher to the CRT high. And then GJ, we had a fill of that and then was able to push higher. So we can see the order flow is definitely bullish. That defo looks nice. Chat, activate yourself in the free chat. Let's see what people decide for you for yen. I'm gonna send this in. See if this plays out. I'm not hitting this, to be fair. I want to be sidelined today, man. I can already tell that I want to be sidelined. If this plays out, fairs, innit? Just fairs. GU sells. EU sells. Yeah, signal group's already in EU sells. This is our level. Don't know how we're still managing to sell off looking at the DXY, but we are. It's fucking clearly some type of strong support here. UJ does look, for me, a bit nicer, but we obviously want to wait first. I'm not yet financially capable to go on various vacations, but with time and trading, I will in the nearest future. 100%, bro. It's just a matter of time. Yeah, we'll be getting a Starlink Mini. Yeah, sick. I want a Starlink Mini as well. I'm building it, nearly finished on my carpenter. Oh, sick. Wait, how the fuck do you build a camper van? Out of wood as well, what the fuck? I mean, what else can we really do other than beg? Yeah, true. Belgium, oh, fair play, fair play. I mean, GU sells. Fair play. I think EU's kind of nicer to sell, but yeah, fair enough. I did that for 10 months. Best experience of my life. Take your time in Norway, most beautiful country I ever visited. Yeah, sick. Planning Norway next month. Is Norway expensive? I always trust my 1 hour train. If I get stopped, I get stopped. Let's go, sellers. Come on, Muller. Let's go, bro. EU is so painful, trust me. And go south of Spain in the summer. Best place to stay in the winter, I mean. Oh, South Spain in the winter. Is South Spain in the winter hot? It's not really that hot, is it? Marbella is fucking 10 to 20 degrees. Why is it the best place in the winter? Oh, what? Oh, wait. Do you mean Norway? I'm in cells for GU, UJ longs, GJ cells. I'm more looking at GJ longs, bro, to be fair. Thoughts on GU cells? Yeah, look decent, bro. Look decent. We filled this fair value gap that I wanted us to fill. This was really the first one we wanted us to fill. But we have filled this. We've got CRT on the 1 hour. I don't really like CRT on the 1 hour, but it's still good to see sort of confirmation of that, them weak closes for the hourly candles. Unwillingness to push higher, and instead we want to trade lower. So we're getting some decent confluences. I think if you're in EU or GU sales, it's looking alright. I mean, for me, if we look at DXY, it's a bit of a confusing one, because for me, on the DXY, it's clear that we want to sweep the low, but EU and GU is just holding, so for me, it's clear we've got the Asia low here, we've got the opening gap, and we've also got the equilibrium, and we've got this support. So I do think more than likely you want to sweep this and then go higher, which is why I didn't jump into those sells for EU, GU. But yeah, again, I may be wrong and we may just fly from here. So that's basically my thought process. Holy cooked. Again, if you close above here, you're looking for an entry on the 50%. You just update the signals chat. This was sent into the signals, by the way. If you want to get in the signals, man, get all my live trading updates for my trades, as well as the best signals in the game. There you can see. Let's have a look at the JPY. We should really be on side here as well. I mean, it's not really doing too much, to be fair, but it's looking good, man. We really should continue down. Looking at the price action of the last few days as well, it's nice. We've had the clear manipulation of these highs where we rallied, and then the distribution is starting to come through, and we're just getting on the retracement and then the move. The main distro really was number 1 here, and then number 2 here. So we're just planning on a retracement and then a move. Same way here, we had a retracement, then a move. So we're on side. I mean, the trend's bearish on the current time frame. The trend's bearish on the very immediate time frame, and also on the higher time frame, and also on the really high time frame. So we're basically completely on side. Right, so there basically is a fucking way more chance that we go down than up, in my opinion. So maybe I should have executed on this, but I don't mind being sidelined today, to be honest with you. I'm not that fussed. Are you in EU? No, I'm not in EU, bro. The signal chat are in cells though. The signal chat, our signal group is in these cells right here. Got a really nice entry at the high, so then a lot of people in the live re-entered on this one, which is just about in profit now. Which is the Asian high and low of UJ. Just use the indicator, bro. Use our indicator, it marks it on for itself. But my Asia range is 1 to 7, 1 AM to 7 AM. And you can get the high and low through that. What about EU? Yeah, GU. What are you seeing on GU, bro? You looking to jump in on GU or what? I'm in UJ sells, fair play. I'm in UJ buyers, fair enough. Yeah, I'm looking at GBP AUD sells right now. Why are you looking at GA? What have we got? Asia liquidity grab or something? I'll look at GA in a sec. People's in the sells for these, fair enough. You really want to close above. Well, we did close above. So yeah, you'd be valid on now jumping in on this level. I mean, I'm not going to send this one in because we've already sent in GJ, so there's just not really any point. But yeah. I don't think many people will probably execute on this anyway, because if you look at the comment I said, GJ longs look really nice, but I'm not taking them due to being Friday and volume kind of dead. I mean, it is running in profit and it is running nicely, but I do want to be open and honest with you, man. I did say personally that I'm not jumping in, so there might be quite a lot of people that aren't jumping in. So, don't want to stat pad on you, man. But this trade on the other hand here, everyone in the chat is in on this. So, hopefully this bitch can run. Check out Nephew Sam indicator. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I've probably got thousands of people on that indicator, that Nephew Sam one. Yeah, UJ, Alfie, I do like the look of UJ buys. Nephew Sam daily profile. What does that show you, bro? I'm sure I've heard of the Nephew Sam one before. I'm sure, where is it, bro? I must have got it. Oh, the FVG one. Fucking hell, 60k followers and he's got an Illuminati picture. Fuck me. This guy must make bread off these, innit? I don't know how you make money off it, but you must do. You reckon we still win the league, Lou? Hopefully, bro. Well, I mean, we're still fucking top, so you'd have to say, yeah. We got fucking hard run of games now. We sort of fucked our easy run of games by just not beating anyone. Fuck me, man. This shit painful, bro. Shit is very painful. As I said, I really can't see the dollar going anywhere but down. I don't get what people are, or what support is really there. Nothing really there. It's one of them. You're just going to have to let it fucking play out, really, ain't you? This shit's still running decently. What's USD JPY, Sam? Yeah, UJ not going the best. I only sent in GJ to the signals. As I said, it was the first one to tap in anyway. We have got this... we have got this imbalance here, so we'll see how we react off that as well. I think quite a lot of people are actually in trades right now. Quite a lot for a Friday where we have a lot of news. Still going to be live for another hour, boys, so stay locked in. We're going to see if there's any trades. Just seeing what the chat's saying. Oh, mate, holy shit, this is fucking tedious, isn't it? Not going to lie, I think this could be cooked. I've been saying this for ages, though. I mean, really nothing's fucking changed from this morning. My bias, as I've said bare times now, was longs from here. This order block there, so longs from there. Stop loss was, what, 6, 7. Targeting here. Nothing's really changed. The reason we had this bias here is basically we wanted price to come up to this height, or like into the premium, basically into the premium of the range, basically a more defined retracement into the premium, and then have a sell-off. That's basically what we wanted. And the bias for that on DXY is the same shit. Basically, we wanted the DXY to take out these lows, continue down to the Asia low, get into the discount, and then move higher off of this. Which, again, I still think is going to happen, but somehow these fucking EU sells keep on surviving. But yeah, my bias is that we continue down, and therefore EU continues up. That's what I think's going to happen, but somehow these fucking pesky little sellers keep surviving every single rally. 6-7 mentioned. Wow. Fuck's sake. Someone said GBP AUD. Let's have a look at GBP AUD. Why is it all the way up there, though? It's a bit much, isn't it? What are you looking at? GA buyers, I'm assuming. We did trade down to that low nicely yesterday, what we wanted. Didn't come into that fair value gap, though. Yeah, what are you looking at on GA? And then also, what did someone say? USD CHF. Yeah, we want price to continue up to really trade higher. Again, swipe out this high, tap into the fair value, then potentially have a sell-off. But for now, we're seeing price obviously failing to make a lower low. We wasn't able to do that, make the break. And instead we're reversing. So I think that tells us that this high is going to be the next target. Also, if you look at CRT, I know this isn't exactly CRT, but you can see we have manipulated this range low. So we should really come up to this high as well. So yeah, buyers on USD CHF I think are optimal. We keep fucking surviving somehow. I really don't know how. I'm so sure the DXY is going to drop. I mean, I really hope not, because I want my fucking traders to win, but what is the ALG continuation strategy? So the ALG is the reversal strategy, and then we have the DTO continuation strategy, bro. Again, if you do want the PDF, on my strategy, just DM me on Discord saying PDF, and what I'll do is I'll send you over this, which is basically the ALG reversal strategy. So we have two strategies. Number one is a reversal strategy. So we basically wait for the market to form, and we wait for it to take the high, and then get in sells, so a reversal. And the other strategy, let me do it like this. The other strategy is a continuation strategy, where we wait for the range to form like this. We wait for the move, and then we get in on continuations. That's a bit extreme. So yeah, there are two strategies. First one is, so we look for reversals after sweeping the Asia high. The second one is we look for continuations after sweeping the Asia high. If you want the PDF on this first strategy, which is the more common one, then DM me on Discord saying PDF, and I'll send you over this exact PDF where everything's broken down and what the actual strategy is. And when you have that PDF, it will tell you how you can get the second strategy as well. It'll have a link on there what you can go to get the second strategy. And also book in a call with us so we can give you a little trading consultation. So the best way to really get in contact with us and improve your trading, send me a DM saying PDF. I'll send you over this PDF so you can learn our initial strategy. And then from there, there'll be a link to book a call. You can then book a call with us and actually lock in with your trading. We'll teach you the second strategy. We'll also show you how we can improve your strategies. DXY chilling at Friday point of control. I didn't actually realise that. That's nice though. Hopefully the Friday point of control holds. Yeah, nice. Nice you noticed that. What to target on EU buyers? I would target the 50%, bro. So if we look at the range, we've got the range high, we've got the range low, and we got the equilibrium, which is 50%. So basically, if we're looking to buy, we want to buy up into the premium. If we're looking to sell, we want to sell down into the discount. So essentially, your buy bias optimally up until here, and then it switches to sells. So the equilibrium is probably what I'd aim for. It's not obviously a rule. It's not like it happens every time. For example, a perfect example, that's yesterday, where we weren't able to, because we got the high, we got the low, we got the equilibrium, and we weren't able to push up all the way into the equilibrium. Instead, we just sold off. So that's obviously what the bias is for that trade there from Apex. But yeah. Can we fucking actually move now, or what? Are we going to do something? Okay, nice. You guys who got in off the re-entry are still back in profit. 50% is also Asia high. Yeah, just a little bit below. Asia high is a little bit below. Are you selling now? Yeah, it's selling off now. Even you guys who got in off the IFEG here, you man will be still back in profit now. So again, I think your entry would have been right there. Stop loss on the high. TP on the low. So either way, you man are looking quite good. Obviously, the stop loss on the bigger trade is 6 pips, and on the smaller trade it is 5.5. So pretty much the same. So yeah, if we can as long as we can break this low, which is a tough ask, but if we can break that low, then it will put the signal chat entry to 1.5 our profit, and you guys' trade as well will be at 1 our profit. So that's the main, this is the main target to actually break, for everyone to be kind of good, kind of chilling. So this is the fucking level we're trying to break. I'm long on DXY. I took out the Friday high and Euro printed a 5-minute IFEG target and Asia highs for TP. Yeah, taking out the Asia high, taking out the Friday high, we see more that as a confirmation to reverse, as long as we obviously don't continue trading above it. If we take the Friday high then start dropping, that's a confluence for us to continue to drop, which is another reason why I think we will drop. But yeah, once we break the low, we chill in. Yeah, for real. DM Lou. Yeah, sweet. If you man have DM me, then I'll reply ASAP. Let me respond to some of these DMs. We fucking break out this accumulation, for God's sake. Let's wait for the close of this candle, though. I mean, this candle's kind of greasy. It's not a very nice candle close at all. Let's have a look at chart check, see what people are putting in. This is EU. Yeah, this is very close to your TP. That is very similar to what I want, basically. Very similar. This is where I'll be looking to get into sells. And that's also where I'll be looking to long to. So this is very similar to what I'm actually looking at. This is Josh's long on gold. Oh, fair play. Yeah, nice entry that is on gold. Nice entry. Where are you holding to on gold as well? Okay, fucking hell. I'm assuming you're not actually targeting that. That's just like an open TP. Nice though, man. We need a we need a Diddy candle on the 15-minute. Let's just be open and honest here. We need a Diddy candle on the 15-minute. Why is the chat so quiet, bro? Why we got 140 man in here, but the chat is literally not moving, bro? If I was like a kick streamer, people would say I'm view bottom right now. What are we saying? Are we gonna get this Diddy candle or what? I should really buy it. Do you know what I need to buy? Because I do wear my dressing gown basically every stream. I really do need to just get a Versace one in it. I've got to in it. I just have to. I wear it every day. How much are they? £4. Not actually that bad, is it? But you man can't really tell that that's Versace though. Actually, wow, fuck me. Yes, you can. Are these the ones that people wear though? Or is this a woman? It's chavvy as anything, I know, but I feel like if I'm wearing a dressing gown, it may as well be Versace, innit? It's just like the iconic fucking one. What do they call it? Bathrobe. Is there a more obnoxious one than that? Oh, these look... Oh, hey, that one's gangster. That one's gangster. What's on the back? I think that's a woman's one, to be fair. Ilford, you know. Without flannels. Holy chop. Holy chop. This GJ's doing alright, though. He's actually surviving this entry pretty well. No, I think this one's the one, innit? This is the one that people actually wear. Can't you get the all, like, the colourful ones, though? Can you not get, like, the colourful ones? You know what I mean? That you see people wear. I'm sure I've seen people... Oh, that one's kind of... Because it's the same colour as money, which is pretty cool. Go to Bicester Outlet, they're like 150 quid. Wow, and the slippers as well. Holy aura. I low-key need to do that, but I need to get that for Bali, innit? Holy aura. The green one's a bit much. I wouldn't get that. I'll probably get the black one. I don't know, though, bro. That is fucking serious aura. I rate that. Okay, right back at entry again. Fuck me, we've been here before, haven't we? As I said, I can see this more than likely continuing higher. Would really prefer it not to, but... Considering I faded my own longs. You buy, yeah. It's just going to be Netto barcode until news. What is your obsession with Netto? This guy's like seriously obsessed with the word Netto. Holy fuck, I'm glad I'm not in EU though. This shit is painful. Liquidity, what do you mean, Wayne? He had too many cornettos. Wait, what? Bro, I've got PTSD from childhood. Oh. Wow. I've got colourful ones in stock in the Fortress of Zimbabwe. I can send you link if you're down. By the way, serious buyers, fellas. Yes, fuck it. Send it to me. Or send it in the chat or something. What's your name on Discord, Universal? Send it in the Discord. I mean, if it's from Zimbabwe, I can only assume... Is it fake? I'm assuming the authentic Versace bathrobes are not made in Zimbabwe. That's what the... Oh, are these women's? Oh, it's a sick bathrobe, innit? Oh my god, really? So they actually don't have any. Oh, unisex. Holy shit, bro. This is insane. We still haven't been able to invert this FVG yet, though. I don't know why. I really don't know what's stopping the DXY from going lower from here. I see no level of, like, support on the left here. What the fuck is there? Even this order block doesn't exactly line up. I really don't know. GJ's struggling, really, innit? Yo, that looks fucking shit. That looks shit. That is cool, but what am I, fucking Mr. Tumble to be wearing that? Dolce & Gabbana, that's fucking cold. Again, though, what am I, Mr. Tumble? Dropping a rack on the gayest item of clothing ever. That's something Mace would wear. Not now, but maybe back in the day. To be fair, that is cold, bro. Why did... Okay, I think we're finally going to break these lows. Fucking hell, yeah, we are. SL hit on a U. Unlucky, bro. Yeah, man, it was always a fucking risky short, man. As I said, my bias has always been bullish. This is a trade sent into the signal group, so I do hope that it goes bearish, but my analysis suggests we should move about another 8 pips up at least to this Friday 50. That was where my TP would have been for them shorts. Okay, so... That one's fucking... That one is gangster, bro. That is gangster. Something Del Boy would wear, though. EU is disgusting. Trust me, it's just been accumulation on accumulation on accumulation. Dolce and Gabbana ones. Yeah, Dolce and Gabbana one's actually quite nice. Thank God I did break even the trade. Fair play, bro. I mean, it's not even come that close to drawdown anyway, so he's still sweet. Took out Asia low, 5-minute displacement plus order block hit. Sad. We not retraced to 50% of displacement, but in my eyes, it's going higher. I agree, bro. Just goofing. I'm not from Zimbabwe. Just trying to keep the chat alive. Oh, oh. I did think. Hang on. What is this? You've got a fucking Versace robe factory in fucking Zimbabwe. Can you quickly explain order blocks? So basically, order blocks just the last down candle before we move up, essentially. Or the last up candle before we move down. This is not really what you'd call an order block. So up here, for example, Order block is the last up candle before a sell-off that breaks structure. Right, it's the last push up. It's essentially the last area of volume. And basically what the theory is that price is going to return to this area and that same volume is going to come through, which is obviously how you catch trades like this. So that's essentially the bias, bro. Is Nigel Farage your father? You resemble him hard. I fucking wish. Are we in a trade? I'm not in any trades right now. Search Max Hossa. Who is that? African clothing brand. This is the most African clothing brand I've seen, but why is it actually kind of cold though? Wow, they've only got 4 things. That would bang if it was in this colour. 5XL, holy shit. Is there nothing? Okay, so this is mainly for women. Why the fuck did you want me to go on this, bro? This is literally women's clothing. Oh no, they got more shit. Fair play. Is this your brand or something? What is this? Hella Scrooge McDuck vibes in here. Why is that? Lou, do you come from a rich family? Nah, bro. Both my parents still work. Fucking hell. I feel like this is aura though. These clothes do have a certain degree of aura. It's kind of like Missoni, innit, a little bit. How much is 8,000 rand? Are you taking a fucking piss? 370 quid for these fucking shorts. So basically everything I'm looking at here is like minimum 3 bills, if not 4 bills. I do rate it, but I'm not dropping 5 bills on a fucking t-shirt. An African t-shirt. Even though it does look nice. Surely we don't reverse from here. Surely we just continue down. I mean, fucking hell. Just want something to happen. Even GJ not doing fuck all right now. To be fair, we could be coming to... Oh man, I bet I should have executed on those buys. I can't believe I didn't. It's kind of bullshit. Oh yeah, I think if you got in the re-entry, you would have been stopped out now. Just look at TK Maxx, man, the best place to get clothes these days. I actually have never shopped at TK Maxx, can't lie. Why don't they trade or copy your trades? Who, bro? Who are you talking about? What, my family? They got fucking jobs, bro. You don't want to be shoving shit down people's throats, innit? Plus, I wouldn't even want my family to start trading, bro. I'll be real. You got to have the personality that wants to trade. I think we all know this by now. If you try to convince someone to get into trading, then they're never going to actually follow it through. Because the amount of work and dedication it takes, you're not going to do it by someone forcing you to do it. You have to want to do it yourself. Yeah, if you got on the re-entries, I think you've hit your stop loss now. If you got in this trade that was sent to the signals chat, then you're still in. EU is bullish. I agree, bro. My main position were longs up to here, but signal chat was jumped into sells. One of my signal providers sent in sells, so I just can massively see us way more likely to travel down to here than to like up here. That's basically what it is. Are we going to more likely to break this high, or are we most likely to just trade down into here? I think personally there's more chance we trade down. then reverse from here. Especially after we had this rally, swept the high, swept the Asia high, swept this. Apex is a good trader though, so I'm not shading Apex. He caught this one yesterday, so if he loses this one today, it's fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. What the fuck is Stu sending in? Stu said this is brilliant. I just know it's going to be some shit AI video. United fans saying this, by the way. Why is it? This guy's fucking voice is pissing me off. Really want to drop the N word on the end of that, but I'm not gonna. Am I gonna get banned for saying that? I'm gonna allow him. Don't usually agree with Man United fans, but this time, kid. I'd love to shoot that guy in the head. No, I'm joking. It's all banter. It's all banter. No matter what team you support, you got to respect the ability to create that. Really? The type of shit that, no offence to, but only someone of your age would find that actually good. It's fucking cringe as shit. Oh, mate, this is fucking painful. At least we're running a bit up on this. Kevin in another Telegram trading community acting a fool. Oh, Kevin, oh. Yes, made in South Africa is the best, bro. Buy one. You, bro, people will like it. Also, bro, South African brand. No, I do rate that, innit? I do rate that clothing brand. Do you know what I rate about it as well? It's one of them clothes where you wear that and that's straight aura because people don't know where it's from. No one's heard of this brand, but... Okay, don't get me wrong. You kind of have got to be a bit of an uncle to wear some of these stuff. Like, that there is cold, but I feel like it would look way better on an African uncle than me. Do you know what I mean? It's like Stone Island. I feel like Stone Island always looks better if you're a bit older. You know, that's one of them as well. See Bitcoin, I achieved 80 pips in a sell. Nice, man. People have been juicing these Bitcoin sells, which I love to see. We've been bearish on Bitcoin for fucking ages. Yeah, I'm going to start accumulating Bitcoin in November 2026 because I think time-based wise, that's when we're priced in to start seeing price move higher. Very annoying, man. I should have executed on these buys. I didn't. It is what it is. We're going to have to hold that. we can break out these lows, then GJ should run fucking beautifully. Again, we're on side on GJ. We were on this right side of the trend, so we should just run. Ute, papa, ute. Crypto is fucking dead, RIP. It will come back though. Two secs. What about EJ Longs? Why didn't I like EJ? What was it about it that I didn't like? Oh yeah, we already basically had kind of tapped into the entry we had yesterday. Did we end up? We didn't end up taking out the. Oh no, we did end up taking out that Newswick. You can see taking out that Newswick. Same as the M basket was clearly the catalyst. You can see that Newswick there. That was what we was predicting all day, which is beautiful. Took the Newswick low, obviously. Inversion, entry, boom. That would have been a really good trade if you managed to catch that off the back of yesterday's live. Or during yesterday's live, really. But yeah, for an entry on it, I think you've kind of missed the entry, to be honest. Too risky to jump in now. I mean, we do have an IFVG entry here. So you could potentially jump in from here. But it's too risky considering we could even come lower into this fair value, then go higher. I do think the direction's bullish, but yeah, it's kind of up to you to find an entry within all this. I think UJ and GJ's a bit nicer because we've had a bit more of a full-on pullback. Full-on pullback. Wow. Vape died. RIP. Fuck me. No volume, chat. We're obviously got a lot of anticipation for that CPI. To be fair, the good thing about this trade here, though, is the fact that the entry was so good and was such a high premium entry means you're basically at break even right now. So if you did want to close this trade, you can close it now and you basically haven't lost anything. Which is the nice bit about getting that premium entry. Obviously, in my opinion, it's better to just hold it to full TP or stop loss, even though I do think more than likely it's going to hit stop loss. If you got in, you may as well just hold it. You got in for a reason. You may as well stick to that bias. Morning, organic. What you saying, bro? Yeah, I think crypto will come back, though. I do think crypto will come back. As I said, I'm not in this one. I was more looking at longs this morning. This is just a trade we had in our signal group. So I'm sidelined for this. I'm predicting it to go higher, but I hope that it goes lower. So a bit of a fucking tongue twister. Wait, where's my other vape? Let me unlock that. Wow, really? We're back into profit. Holy shit. What is actually going on with EU, bro? DXY needs a little bit of volume. Fucking hell. A little bit of volume would be nice. Who's still in? Who's still in any trades right now? I'm not in anything, as I said. I'm sidelined today. I'm sidelined to fuck today. Yes, that's how you doing. I'm all good, Daryl. How are you doing, bro? In Discord, is Aaron who you call Apex? No, Aaron's who we call Aaron. Apex, yeah, they're two different people, bro. Two different people. Aaron doesn't send signals. He just helps out with the community. He gives fundamental updates. He's a prop firm he's a hedge fund trader. I'm in shorts in EU. Fair play. Yeah, a few people are in shorts. I do think this was my original trade this morning. I should have really just fucking placed this. Wait. I'm not really getting FOMO because it was a fucking long ass trade to hold, but I basically wanted price to be long off of this order block up to the 50% to then come down later in the day. So yeah, this was my trade there. Stop loss was 6 pips. TP was there. So yeah, I'm not even really getting FOMO on that trade. I mean, I was on the right direction, but it's just no volume really. It's a bit of a shit trade, to be fair. No volume. Obviously, the signal chat, one of my signal traders sent in this sell, which at one point was it decent profit. It did go to like 1.5R profit, but since then it's just come right back up and it hasn't really moved or done anything. So yeah, chat, if you haven't already, go watch my YouTube video, my most recent YouTube video. Watch this shit in ×2 speed and watch it twice. Trust me, it is fucking nearly in a K views with no ads after one day. That's pretty cold. Everyone drop a comment on this shit as well. Trust me. 3 times speed if you're an absolute genius. This is actually really important for this JPY trade as well, if you actually give a shit about that. Did we come into this? No, we haven't even come into that order block yet. Check EJ. Yeah, nice. I don't think it would have. Oh, I don't think it would have tapped into the inversion entry anyway. Yeah, it came a little bit short of that inversion entry. Probably will still come back, to be honest with you. As I said, chat, if you don't want to get in the signals, get access to all of our live trades. You can see these are the trades we've had so far. Where are we? This week. This was the GJ that I just sent. This is how we're running now. So we are actually running quite nicely on that now, which is nice to see. I did also send 3 more trades, being I had sells here, actually 4 more trades. Sells here, which hit TP for 6R. Sells on, so that was Monday, sell for 6R. Tuesday, sell for 6R. So that was a fucking beautiful start to the week with 12% secured. And then we took a loss yesterday, so -1. And then, or not yesterday, on Wednesday. Then a loss again yesterday for another -1. But luckily enough, I sent a lose in EU, but Apex sent a win in EU. So you would have lost 1% and then made it straight back with 4%. So really fucking good week in the signals this week, I'm not going to lie. And obviously we've had this sell sent in as well, which is probably going to be the last one of the we've currently got 2 trades. as I said, right now, let me actually work out what we're up. So I'm on 6 plus 6 minus 1 minus 1. And then EJ as well, so minus another 1, because I did send a losing EJ. So, yeah, I'm on 9%. I'm on 9%, and the only other person that's sent trades in is Apex, who's had 1 trade, which hit a 4-1. So Apex is on 4, and then this one as well. So 4% for Apex. So add them together. 13% is what we're currently up this week in the signals alone, which is fucking insane. 13% up in the signals. And then I've sent this GJ long, which is a live session trade. So every time you man are watching these live sessions, if you want my exact trades and all the best trades that I managed to find throughout these sessions sent in, then get in the signals and you can get all of them. As you see, we saw all of this bullshit on EU, which I avoided, I didn't send in. And this is the only one I've sent in, which is actually running really nicely right now. So yeah, if you do want to make the market as easy for you as possible, then get into the signals, man. It's so simple. So yeah, as I said, we're on 13% up so far. We got this running right now, which is running at what? Let's say break even, if not 6 pip. Stop loss is like a pip, 0.3 down. So it's like what, 10% in drawdown. So let's just say break even for the sake of it. That's at break even. And GJ is up 1.8%. Oh wait, what was it? 1.71. So let's say 1.5. So basically, right now, with this one sitting at break even, and we've currently got a 1.5% trade running. So yeah, 13% in the bag, and then 1.5 still less to secure. Again, chat, if you do want to jump into the signals, we do have a discount code on at the moment just to celebrate what a great week we've had. So now is a really good time to get in. We don't really do discounts nowhere near as much anymore as the group's been filling up. So if you do want to get in for a discount, and as I said, mate, 13%, that passes your phase 1 and your phase 2. So basically, if you could have joined the start of this week, passed phase 1 with 8% and phase 2 with 5%. Today you're trading on a live account and you're in this one and you're in this one, which means, say it was a 100k account, for example, you'd be up 1.5k, or no, more than that. You'd be up 2% now. So let's say 2% up on GJ. And let's say just whatever we're basically looking at on this. So it'd be basically like $1.5 up. You had a past 100k account and you're already up like $1.5. And bear in mind, it only costs, with the discount, £100 to get in. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. If they both TP, if this one hits TP, that's 4%. If this one hits TP, that is 6%, which will mean not only would you have passed your phase 1 and phase 2, if these both passed, you would have made 10% on your live funded. 10%. On 100k, that's fucking 10 grand, bro. After profit split and everything else, probably like 8 grand. If you want to go heavy on a 200k, that's like 20 grand, bro. In a week. This shit is insane. If you're not in the signals, man, get in now. Like, the discount is there for a short period of time. It's going to be going for a few more hours, so go use that, man. If you do want to get in, just join my Discord. Go to full access, signals, and then click the link to signals. We do have a code up right now as well, which is Apex 4RR. Where is it? Yeah, Apex 4RR. This is the code. So if you go to announcements, click the link, use the code. You can see if we look at certificates, we had another trader. I actually haven't seen this. Dodgy has got another payout. So you can see, boys, people getting payouts, people passing fundeds with ease. I mean, just look at the amount of passes we have here. But yeah, nice FTMO certificate there. You can see here. Cheers, brother. It's been a long journey. Finally think I have it all under control, and I just received my email confirming all my details that payment will be made in the next few days. And then he said, I only just noticed, but they paid me already, man, before I even messaged you. It took around 15 minutes from pressing finalise. And that is what you get, man, if you're in the mentorship or signals. You get them fucking dubs. Yes. I'm in a short on EU, but volume's bad. Fair play. Yeah, the volume's definitely bad. Obviously, we got news at 1:30, so you really do want to be out by then, in my opinion. I'm looking at DXY to the upside. Marked all out this morning, went out, and it's looking lovely. Aiming for UJ short. The only thing I'd say about that, Daryl, is the yen basket's kind of at a very decent bearish point. So, with a UJ short, UJ short basically means that you want the yen basket to get stronger and the dollar to get weaker. And you said you was bullish on the dollar, so I'm not sure why you're going for a short on UJ. Yeah, I'm not really sure what you've done there, to be fair. Right, nice. We did manage to break out that low, which is exactly what we want. So hopefully we can just continue down now. And then this can continue higher. Check EU, bro. My EU sales aren't looking good. Bro, I'm sad my EU sales aren't looking good. 9RR. What's wrong with that? Oh, yeah, 9RR. Yeah, why are they not looking good, bro? Where did you get in at? Where's your stop loss? I removed my stop loss because of you, bro. I entered Euro USD buy. Got stopped out on first EU sell entry. Will enter again if price inverses this 5-minute FVG. Fair play. What if? Oh, this FVG here. Yeah, fair enough. This is the order block here. So this fair value gap here. Fair play. Yeah, I can see why you'd want to do that. Wait for the close below. Is news in 20 minutes or an hour and 20 minutes? An hour and 20 minutes, bro. Hour and 20. Signals are running lovely right now, boys. Fucking lovely. Running absolutely lovely right now. Again, we're onside on the yen basket, as I said. Immediate, last light, if we're looking on the 5-minute, the immediate trend is bearish. In the 5-minute, if we go on a higher, or slight, basically the medium time frame, we can see we are clearly bearish. If you go on a higher time frame, you can see we're bearish. And if we go on a very high time frame, we can also see that we are bearish. So everything really tells us this should continue down. Again, watch my most recent YouTube video. It goes in a lot of detail onto like this itself, the JPY, and how you can catch trades like this. But yeah, I definitely recommend you, man, to watch that. This UJ is in profit now as well. If anyone hit that UJ. Oh, if anyone hit that UJ. DXY is moving fucking autistic as anything. Let's just say it how it is. Do your signals always hit TP or do you cut them before sometimes? So sometimes we do cut them a little bit before. So for example, this trade here yesterday, I think Apex was actually aiming for a little bit lower. But then he sent an announcement in saying close now and people close now. It still hit full TP, but yeah. Basically what we do, we always have positive RR. That's the main thing. We always have a minimum of 2 to 1 RR. So a minimum of 1 to 2, meaning you're earning a minimum of 2 times what you would have lost if the trade lost. Our average is probably about 3 or 4 to 1, really. We did invert that, so who's hitting? Who's jumping back in? We did invert that. I would be careful though, man. The DXY doesn't look like it's doing much. But yeah, go watch this if you haven't already, boys. That's quite buff, innit? That is peng. Oh, really? 2 single beds? Is that a fucking joke? Why would you do that? Who's gonna bring? Oh, to be fair, yeah, it's like a family place, isn't it? Thoughts on UJ? Yeah, again, bro, I'd looked for UJ buys. So this was the buy setup we had, which is actually running all right now. It's into profit. But essentially from this 30-minute order block, we want price to trade higher and break out of these highs and start trading towards these higher time frame levels. The reason I wouldn't aim for the high, even though I do think we'll reach it, is as I've been saying, when we get to like the upper echelons of the range, you're obviously going to get more sellers step in. It moves from the lower of the range to the midpoint very quickly because not a lot of people are actually trying to sell at this point. And obviously the market is kind of undervalued, so we push up to 50%, which is like an average price. But when we start moving up from... I actually didn't know it was bang on that. Holy shit, that is a touch. But yeah, when you see price start to move up to these upper levels, so this is obviously the upper 25% of the range, you're going to get sellers start to step in. It's going to move slower, but kind of alright. At 50% to 75%, it's going to be a bit slower, but it should still move quick. Up in this area here is when you're going to start seeing sellers step in. I actually just aimed for like the next relevant wick, which was here. For that next relevant wick, which actually happens to be bang on 0.5 or 75%, sorry, of the range. We're coming into this 5-minute, obviously, to see if we can invert. Also the 15-minute on GJ. We've just filled that fair value gap, so we want to see now if we're able to close above, or are we just going to sell down. We're going to see if we sell off or if we can continue higher. This is a pretty decisive point, to be honest. Gold looking nice. Yeah, chat, remember, if you are trying to get funded with a prop firm as well, go to code Richesse at checkout. It's going to get you a 10% discount. No, 15% discount, actually. And also send a screenshot of you using code Richesse, and I'll get you into the signals or to the mentorship for free for 1 week, just for showing support to the calls. Alpha Capital Group, they're the best firm in the game, boys. I'll be real. They are just the best firm in the game. They got the best. They got the best account rules, so they're a lot more relaxed with their rules than FTMO. They're a lot cheaper than FTMO as well, and they're UK based, so you can be very confident that they're going to be paying out on time and not doing anything dodgy or doing a runner with your money. So yeah, I'd say Alpha Capital Group, if you want to get funded, make sure you use that code Richesse as well, boys. Send me a screenshot. Make sure once you've used the code, you send me a screenshot so I can get you in the signals or mentorship for free for a week as well. Found my way to you, but I keep getting confused. So yeah, let's see if we sell off from this or not. Okay, we are 2R up now on this trade, so that's 2R secured on the signal group today, which is nice. Again, you can close both of these signal trades right now. You're going to get plus 2% on GJ, and EU you're going to get, well, basically break even, right? It's a little bit in profit. Let's just say break even. So you can close them both now for 2R profit. I mean, and that is not even a good day in the signals. That's just like a low-key, slow day, and you're still securing 2%, which is, like, the quality in this group's insane. Again, chat, if you do want to get into the signals, man, make sure you go onto the Discord and use the discount code. If you do want the code as well, just send me a DM. Send me a DM saying discount, and I'll give you the discount code over, boys. Just send me a message saying discount code, and I'll send that over. These two are beefing. For some reason, these lot, I'm all good, Eddie. How are you, bro? These lot are all beefing in the free chat about who's a better trader between. For some reason, I don't really know the law, but not 7-7 and Ben Fullports have got African continuation Safari. These two, for some reason, have got some huge beef. So I think Stu's just sent a. They're arguing who's a better trader. He's just said trading performance contest agreement. This trading performance contest agreement it's entered into on the whatever between Ben Flips and not 77M. Purpose: our participants agree to enter it into a competitive trading performance contest based on verified prop firm payout performance over a fixed 6-month period. The objective is to determine which participant achieves the highest total percentage returns. The contest shall begin and end. The duration shall be exactly 6 months. Performance measure criteria: total percentage earned and paid out by prop firms during the contest. It doesn't really make sense. Is it percentage or total paid out? Doesn't really make sense. Calculation shall be total verified profits divided by initial. Okay. Verification, all within a third party. Okay. Conduct and fair play. No account sharing, no third party trading, no signal copying from the opposing participant, no manipulation of payout proof, no fraudulent activity. Forfeit clause. At the conclusion of the 6-month period, the participant with the lowest verified percentage shall be declared the loser. The losing participant agrees to voluntarily leave the Discord server. The loser may not rejoin for a minimum of 12-month period. Fucking hell. Really doesn't help your psychology to be this braggadocious about your fucking strategy and your results. But yeah, boys, I'm going to jump off now, to be honest. Macy's going to be jumping on at 12:30, so he'll be on in 5 minutes' time. But yeah, I appreciate you, man, tuning in. What a week it's been, especially for EU. Depending on how this one goes, we'll see. But EU absolutely cooked this week, boys. We called EU so early. Like, you, man, know, we've been short on EU even since last week. Like, this move here, we were still expecting to be bearish. And then that meant on Monday, we caught these lovely sells, and then lovely sells. Majority of people are only starting to be bullish now after this move, because they had to wait for all the confirmation, because they don't really understand the market. They had to wait for this break, and then they're like, cool, we must be bearish. But as we said, we was bearish all the way from up here, so we called the market fucking beautifully all the way down. Just shows the Richesse concepts are on top, boys. If you do want a PDF on my exact strategy, go to the Discord and send me a DM saying PDF. I will never DM you first on Discord, though. So if someone's DMing you claiming to be me, then they're lying. It is not actually me, all right? I'll never ask you for money in crypto, and I'll never DM you first. So if you're trying to, if you've used my code with a prop firm and you want to get in your week's free trial with signals or mentorship, if you want to get the PDF on my strategy, if you want the discount code for the signal group, just drop me a message on Discord, boys. I want to put yo in the chat here. You got to find my name. My name will be on gold, in gold, like that. You can find me at the side here as well, Louis. Everyone else's name will be in either green or blue or grey. And mine is in gold, hence... obviously, I'm the owner of the server or whatever. So just send me a DM on there. Send me a DM on there. Drop me a message and I'll get back to you ASAP, boys. I'll help you out as much as I can. The only trades I've had today or only sent in, I've not executed on anything. I've not executed on JJ or EU. But the only trade I sent into my group for my trades was this trade right here, which is currently running over 2 hour in profit. So a good day for me, really. Appreciate all you, man, tuning in. Great community. You guys are amazing. Many made the pips rain upon you. Big up, bro. Appreciate that, man. And for everyone asking about what's going to go on in the New York session, Mace will be live, and Mace is obviously very fundamentally based as well. So he should be able to tell you where this news is likely to go. So make sure you join this live, because if you've got any positions or open positions, for example, EU, Mace is going to give you some great confluence as to if it's better to hold it during news or if it's better to close. So you definitely want to hear what Mace has to say about that. But yeah, boys, I appreciate you, man, tuning in all week. You, man, know the love I've got for this community. Big up to the fucking com. Especially if you was here on Friday, you're a real soldier. If you was here for the whole live from start to finish on Friday, put a dub in the chat right now just so I can see who the real fucking people in the community are. Spam dubs in the chat right now, boys, so I can see who's still here at the very end of my stream on a Friday, who really fuck with me, who's really been watching this entire stream. Let me know who is here. But yeah, boys, other than that, I'm going to jump off now. We got Stan in here. Big up Stan. We got Hito. We got Universal. We got Womble. We got Alfie. We got Iddy. We got loads of people in here, boys. Everyone drop the dub if you are here. We got James. Big up to everyone in the com who's still here on the very end of the live. Big up Shrey. Big up Deep Focus. Big up Universal. Big up everyone who's dropping dubs right now. Phil, W Phil as well. W everyone, boys. Everyone in the chat, I appreciate you man tuning in. Drift King, W Drift King. But yeah, boys, as I said, I appreciate all you man tuning in. And I'll see you in Macy's live. Macy's going to be jumping on in 3 minutes time. So make sure you're there, you're locked in, you're ready for Macy's live. Make sure you're there before the news. News at 1:30, boys. It's going to be very important for EU and obviously all the other pairs. So make sure you're there. It's going to be important for JPY. So even if you're looking at JPY, because remember, this was the JPY. This was the previous big dollar news. And you can see it had a big shock impact on the JPY. So you're going to likely see a similar thing from this next news that's about to come through. So yeah. Big up to all you man who tuned in. And I'm going to catch you in the next live, people. Sweet, boys.